Good morning, good morning. How are ya? Are you wearing pants today? All right. That's good enough. Let's roll with it. Hey, how you doing? I hope you're well. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe, and I hope everything is clicking along well for you in your life. Happy Thursday. My name's Ryan J. So is every day gonna be no pants day now? Is that a yay or a what are you talking about? All right. Here's what I'm talking about. So, hang on here. What is just, oh man. I'm going to stop messing around with it. I can't see comments or anything like that, so I don't know what's happening. Whatever. No pants day. Okay, so because, well, hey, this is not new information. Since about March, you've probably either been on unemployment, lost your job, been laid off, or maybe you're working from home. You know, you're remote working. So that is like, that's the culture these days. That's kind of, I'm going to guess that's going to probably be the new norm. I do not believe we're going to go back 100% fully to what we were pre-March. Just me throwing that out there. If you are a home-based worker for your company, okay, congratulations. Now, I'm not talking about work from home, some of those spammy posts that you see, like laptop lifestyle, and a dude's on a beach and like his shirt's open and the hair's flowing and there's a woman behind him and they got pina coladas with the umbrella. I work from my laptop lifestyle. I'm not talking about that because that's a scam and that's not real. It's not well, it is probably for 0.5% of all people that want that lifestyle. All right, the real nitty gritty of that is it takes work, and that was a setup and probably photoshopped. Anyhow, I'm talking about the real real economy as I see a switch, and you've seen it too. And it's not new news, but here's how it's going to evolve. Just last week, Facebook had a job listing for a director of remote work. Okay, a director of remote work. So that means remote work managers who remotely work. Well, and here's why. Well, that kind of seems to make sense. Like, you have a boss at work. I'm pretty sure you got a boss at work, unless you're the boss. And then, if that's the case, you're the boss. Whoosh, high five to you. But you have somebody. Even if you own your own business, you have somebody to answer to, and that's yourself. But if you were in a brick and mortar type establishment pre-March, you had somebody that held you accountable. Boss, director, you call them whatever you want, supervisor. You had somebody that took accountability. Now, with the changing landscape as it is and more people remotely working from home, all right, well, you only have to look good from this part up during your Zoom. Maybe you put on a tie or something like that during the Zoom, but you're wearing pajama pants, or you could possibly still be in your underwear. Some people like working from home. Some people probably detest it. Now, I can see both points of view. Working from home, you're missing out on, if you consider your work place, the physical place, like kind of a social atmosphere where you actually get to talk to human beings face to face, maybe give some high fives. Not anymore, but maybe you used to. I can see that aspect of the work going away. And if you're that type of social person, well, that's gonna affect you. I also see where, one, you don't have to commute. Two, every day literally could be pajamas day or no pants day. If you are, and some people need direction, like literally need direction. And I'm not just talking about children. I know full-blown adults that need direction, where you need to do this, please, right now to accomplish this so that we can move on. Whatever that direction, like clear-cut direction. Some people need motivation, structure. Here would be another part that would be missing from a remote type location if you're working remotely from home. Your culture. You're missing out on your culture of what the actual workplace is. Were there donuts every Thursday? Was Tuesday taco day? Was like that type of culture. If it had a warm, loving, embracing culture. If it didn't, you can make your own Taco Tuesday, or every day is donut day. That type of culture. So getting into so I believe we're in the new normal right now, but we're just adjusting to it. And larger corporations are adjusting to it. Education system is adjusting to it. Coming into this new school year, I see that distance learning or homeschool is literally remote working from home. It's the same thing. So as the education system adjusts, larger corporations are starting to adjust and put in practices and people in place to keep the whole machine moving. I've noticed a great deal more of organization this school year coming up, because my child's going to be remote working, homeschooling, than what happened in March. March was just like a big old cluster of like, I don't know what we're doing. Okay, well, I didn't know what I was doing, so hey, no harm, no foul. Nobody knew what we were doing. And you could make the argument that I still don't know what I'm doing. That'd be fair. At any rate, so it's getting more organized, and it's more systems, more motivation, structure, culture, and providing direction are being set up and put in place. Thus, the new position of head of remote work. That is actually going to be a bona fide job title, if it isn't already, but coming up. Head of remote work. So that means you're in charge of herding all the cats that are remotely placed all over. You got to herd them up, provide them with the direction, provide them with the structure, provide them with the motivation, provide them with culture. And it's gonna probably be a little bit more tricky than just making sure Johnny from Tennessee gets on the Zoom call at the appropriate time. I think it's going to be, yes, that individual is going to have to be tech savvy, make sure, but it's going to be more than just running Zooms. There's going to be a human relations or HR department type involvement in that. So let's throw this out there. Working from home, right? Yep. Boss got you working at home. Okay. Well, let's say if you were at the physical office, they provide a break time experience where there are coffee and donuts and whatever. Do you get that same benefit at home? And is it fair? let's say part of your compensation package is that there's a gym to use. Do you get that same compensation package working remotely from home? Here's a big one, and this is maybe getting nitpicky, but it's like a real question. If you're working from home, legit. You injure yourself. Or did you injure yourself at home, or did you injure yourself on the job? You're working from home. I don't know that answer. I don't, but it's a question. All right, in the comments, what do you think? Is that legit? Are you at home? Okay, you hurt yourself while you're working at home. Are you at home or are you at work? What do you think? And all right. Anyhow, so it's those type of responsibilities. So gonna have to be highly organized, have some sort of grip on how technology works to make sure everybody gets the invite for the Zoom call, to make sure that the workflow is happening. And I don't believe the head of remote work, yes, this would be part of their job, but I don't believe the main emphasis is to just make sure people, Johnny from Tennessee, or was he from Kentucky? I'm not sure. Johnny from Calabasas, California, if that's even a place, is actually doing work. I think, yes, that would be an aspect, but I believe that there's more to it than just making sure people log into their computers. Man, I might actually be interested in one of those type of positions, but I only had that thought for like a second and a half, and then I came to the realization super quick that I'm the ringleader of this massive life-changing value movement where I'm running a podcast, I'm creating content, and I run monthly challenges on health, wealth, and relationships. Geez, I might need to hire a head of remote work. All right, so anyhow, interesting conversation, this head of remote work position. Interesting conversation, but it is going to be necessary, and I 100% agree that it is going to be a viable position. 100%. Because as the trend goes on, like, are you going to go back to work? Or is now remote work your work? Kind of makes sense. Like if you're in charge of, I don't know, a company that has 500 employees. Well, would you want all 500 coming back into the building? Or, what if we just scrap the building and everybody works from home? We wouldn't have to pay rent, electricity, this and that. There is benefits for a large corporation to have you work from home. There has to be structure and implementation of that structure to manage all of that. And this is brand new. This is brand new for the companies, but it's going to change. It's definitely going to change. So, with that being said, today, now going back to if you are a remote worker and you find that every day is pants day, and some days that you do lack motivation, and you do lack structure, and you do lack and need provided direction. Today, I'm starting a 3-day production challenge. Not on this page, it's going to be in my massive life-changing group, in a separate group that's private. But hey, I invite you along if you're interested in motivation, production. You need a little oomph in your remote work type type situation that you're in. If that is you, I'd like to help you out. So get in the comments below, send me a DM, and I'll add you into this. With that, I got to get going because I have that live to do and that live training. Plus, before that, I have Keto and Cream, that live to do. And I have to brainstorm content. Oh, no, I don't. It's already done for next week on the podcast. All right. I hope I don't know if this necessarily brought value, but I hope it's a good conversation starter for you and something to think about in the future, because I really believe that's how we're going. All right, with that, I'm out of here. Ryan J. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Make it an epic day. Bye.